So this is kind of the image I got in my head, Robert, when you started talking about, what was the game called? Fable? Was it Fable? No, Fallout. When you started talking about Fallout, after me and Saul were talking about Google Plus Hangouts, it felt like we were at an interrogation and me and Saul, just set our part, we're all tied up into individual chairs. And then they turn the light on you and they're like, Robert, what do you have to say about Google Hangouts? And you start talking about something else. And they just point a gun to your head and they're like, answer the question! Yeah. So, I'm going to respond to Saul first. Google Hangouts, I think, revolutionized communication between internet friends. The thing that I really like about Google Hangouts is that it allows several people to be in the Hangout at once. And you can meet new people because let's say there's 10 people in the Hangout. You know 8 of them, but you don't know 2 of them, so you met 2 new people. Also, the sort of entering and leaving Google Hangouts is a lot like social events. People come, people go, and it's really fun way to communicate with people, and it's a lot easier to meet people, and it's a lot easier to communicate with people because the only other way to video call previously would be Skype, and Skyping one-on-one with someone is fun and all, but then you only get to know that one person. And if you Google Hangout, you get to see how people behave in different social situations, which I think is really interesting. The only difference I would say, aside from, being able to reach out and slap someone, is the fact that people, can't talk over people. If it was, a physical social situation, then people might form different groups and just talk separately amongst each other. With Google Hangouts, only one person can really talk at once. You can't have 2 people talking at the same time, which I think makes it better because that way you can't avoid anyone. You can't sort of form cliques. You're all sort of forced to talk to each other, and in a way that could make us internet people a lot friendlier because not having that option to form cliques with people in Google Hangouts makes us more open to forming friendships with the people we don't know that well. So that is my opinion on Google Hangouts. On to Fallout. I don't know anything about video games. But Robert, I did watch a video, and when I was watching it I was sort of doing what might be called internet autopilot, and I was watching your video and doing other things. But when you said my name, it just instantly grabs my attention. And I'd like to test that theory to see if when you say someone's name, it grabs their attention. Maybe if you say someone's name really aggressively, maybe if you say someone's name aggressively with a demand, they respond a lot faster. Take a seat, Saul. Now, Saul, if you heard that and instantly just was like, what? Then my theory is proved. I would like to really talk about internet friendships because I think they're really interesting. So, here's my question to you dudes. What do you think is the best platform for communicating with people and making friends aside from Google Plus?